Detroit Lions defensive end Aidan Hutchinson had a monster game against the Seattle Seahawks, and today we're going to break down what this guy showed on tape. The guy absolutely got after it, play in, play out, and he definitely impacted this game, and today we're going to talk about the different techniques this guy uses. We're going to talk about the different pass rush moves that this guy uses because he has a massive toolbox. So you got a pretty nice play here where he's going to essentially spin back towards the inside. He's going to put his right hand out there for the right tackle, and he's going to spin back to the inside. And with that, he generates pressure on the quarterback, and the quarterback has to roll out of there. This is a really good pass rush move, but with Aidan Hutchinson, he has so many different pass rush moves. And we're going to talk about what he showed on tape yesterday because a lot of those moves translated into pressure, hits, sacks. The guy was absolutely incredible. I'm excited for this one. Let's just get right into the tape. Now, in my opinion, Hutchinson's a very underrated run defender. He doesn't get the credit that he deserves, but oftentimes he's making plays by just causing disruption. Oftentimes he's getting in there, he's being able to get into the backfield, and he's impacting a play. That one obviously ended up getting stopped. This one actually does score a touchdown, but again, it's the disruption aspect of it, right? That really sticks out to me. This is an absolute beautiful play. Look at how he gets underneath the tight end here. Just look at him drive him right back into the running back. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. You guys can see Hutchinson here. He's going to end up getting right underneath the tight end here. Push him right back into the running back. He basically shuts this lane down. And honestly, if there was better containment around the outside here, this play ends up losing maybe a yard or two as opposed to being a touchdown. This guy's an underrated run defender. Aidan Hutchinson is the type of guy that's always getting around blocks. He's always chasing plays from the backside. He's getting in rushing lanes. He causes disruption. I mean, everything this guy does is perfectly from a technique standpoint. And of course, people will mostly be talking about this guy's pass rush ability. And I do think there's a reason why people talk about his pass rush ability. It's because of the fact that this guy has so many moves. So earlier, you guys saw him utilize a spin move. On this one, he's going to utilize a ghost to an outside swipe. So you see the ghost move right there. And then he's going to swipe the outside hand. To me, this is a great pass rush move right here by Hutchinson. It's crazy to me this guy was not the #1 overall pick because we saw a lot of this stuff while he was in college. We saw a lot of different techniques, a lot of different moves, and the guy's a very good pass rusher. And I said this earlier on this offseason, but I think there's a real chance Aidan Hutchinson is one of the top 5 best defensive ends in the NFL. And I don't think it's a debate. You know, we always talk about who the best pass rushers in the NFL are, and people are always like, hey, it's Max Crosby, Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, Michael Parsons. And rarely is Aidan Hutchinson in that conversation, but when you guys put this guy's tape on, the absolute disruption this guy causes, the way he wins, he has so many different pass rush moves, and it's really hard to block. On this one here, it's a different pass rush move. He's going to start with the speed rush towards the outside. He's going to jump back towards the inside. He's going to swipe with the right hand. He's going to rip with the left hand. And just like that, he's won this rep because of the leverage and the quickness and the power that this guy has. To me, Aidan Hutchinson is an absolute monster, man. And he is very difficult to block. And he's so strong. He's so physical. And he's quick, right? You kind of put all that together. And there's a reason why this guy's such a great football player. Now, on this play, this is actually going to end up being a hold. So the tight end does technically hold. And it is flagged. And it does end up coming back. So, again, great job right there being able to win and kind of causing that hold on that play. But you got another play here where Aidan Hutchinson is not going to get credit for the sack, but he's the guy that ultimately forces the sack, in my opinion. Now, the guys on the inside do a pretty good job being able to collapse the pocket, but really, the quarterback's trying to run away from Aidan Hutchinson. And when you look at this play here, when you look at what Aidan Hutchinson does to this right tackle, he absolutely destroys him. Now, this tackle, to be fair, has been really bad this season so far, but to me, regardless of that, this guy's a veteran, right? This guy's played a lot of NFL snaps, and for Hutchinson to once again utilize that ghost move, right? Just to kind of throw that hand out there, make this tackle think that there's some sort of move coming. And then to get underneath the right tackle here and look at the power. Look at that. Look at the physicality. Look at 78 get absolutely tossed out of there. And that too, all of that's going to make the quarterback feel uncomfortable because now the quarterback's going to try to run away from it. That's just a really good job right there by Hutchinson. And of course, this one's going to end up losing 4 yards. And Hutchinson doesn't actually get credit for the sack. And the same thing's going to happen on this one. Once again, this one is going to end up not going for Hutchinson, right? He is the guy that's going to force the pressure. He is the guy that forces the quarterback to have to step up. But he doesn't get credit for the sack on this one. But again, it's Aidan Hutchinson that's getting home. It's Aidan Hutchinson that's absolutely dominating the right tackle. And these are the plays that I think sometimes get overlooked. You know, I know a lot of people look at Aidan Hutchinson and say, oh, he has short arms. He's not a good pass rusher. You know, X, Y, and Z or whatever they want to say. I am confident those people don't actually watch tape, because if you put the tape on, this guy's impacting play in, play out. He's destroying offensive linemen, and you can do so many different things with this guy because of the technique he plays with. And as an NFL quarterback, this guy makes it so uncomfortable because he's oftentimes generating pressure. He's oftentimes taking that offensive lineman and tossing him into you. Just a really, really good game from Aidan Hutchinson. And I think it's time that people start recognizing this guy as one of the best defensive ends in the NFL. To me, when I watch Hutchinson's tape, even prior to the Seahawks game, the guy was dominating. The guy was crushing pretty much whoever he went up against. And it's the different pass rush moves that he has. It's the different things that he does on tape. You know, this is another one. It's so quick, it's so effective, and it works. This move right here is just another way that this guy wins. Now, we already saw this play a little bit earlier on. This one looks a lot cleaner. If you guys watch it in slow motion, you can definitely tell it's just done better. Right hand lands at the same time he spins right off of that. This guy obviously is trying to lean into Hutchinson on this one, so that makes it a little bit easier, and it works a lot quicker. But this is impressive for a guy that's, 6'6", 6'7", a guy with that type of size. And he did a really good job not only against the right tackle, but the left tackle as well. Charles Cross is a pretty good offensive lineman. He struggled a little bit, but he's a pretty good offensive lineman generally speaking. And on this screenplay here, look at how quickly Hutchinson beats him. You don't want this to happen on this screenplay, right? You want to let this guy go upfield, but you don't want to get your hand chopped as quickly as Hutchinson chops this hand here. And you don't want this guy being in your quarterback's face either, right? That's not what this screenplay is essentially designed for. And Hutchinson's trying to knock the ball out. Love that right there, right? You understand it's a screen coming underneath you. He obviously has good feel for it. So that's just a smart play once again. Here's another one. Once again, he's going to swipe. He's going to get the right hand in there. He's going to swipe with the left hand. It's just a really, really nice move, and this works. I always say this with pass rushers. The best pass rushers have multiple moves. So this guy can rip to the inside. He can spin to the inside. He can hit you with the speed move. He can utilize a swipe move as well. This is a really, really good job. Right hand is going to go into the offensive tackle. It's really a ghost move because he's not actually trying to long arm this guy. Really, he's trying to put that right hand out there to make this offensive lineman react. He wants to then swipe with the left hand and bring that right hand back, right? So it's really a ghost move. It's not really actually a move that's going to actually make a difference. But again, very, very solid move. And again, it's just generating pressure, getting to the quarterback, making that quarterback feel uncomfortable back there. You don't want a quarterback to feel the way Geno Smith was feeling yesterday. Another thing this type of pressure does to a team is it makes a team feel like, hey, we need to keep a tight end in. We need to keep a running back in, because we're not able to contain this guy essentially. Also note that we saw two spin moves to the inside. Here's a spin move to the outside, right? It's just a little bit different, but it works. The right tackle absolutely gets his ass kicked on that one. And all these different pass rushes we're watching, keep in mind, they're mostly different plays, right? They're not all the same play. This guy had, I think, 21 winning snaps against the Seattle Seahawks, which is the highest rate that I've seen a defensive lineman beat an offensive line. 21 was more than what Jalen Carter had against the Saints last week. Jalen Carter had 17 winning snaps against the Saints. This guy had 21 against the Seattle Seahawks. And to me, just the different pass rush moves is what really sticks out with this guy. And just the way it's all set up. I mean, look at this one. He's going to cross chop the offensive lineman here. He's going to fake a move to the inside. He's going to fake what looks like maybe a bull rush right there. And he's going to jump to the outside. He's going to cross chop. And he beats this guy once again. And the quarterback's pressured. The quarterback is able to roll out of there on this one. He picks up about 10, 11 yards in this one. But again, it's still a winning rep by Aidan Hutchinson. And there's a lot of these type of reps where he was able to win. Just a really, really good job by Hutchinson. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a quick one. Obviously, I just wanted to kind of go through some of the different reps where this guy was able to win, show you guys some of the different techniques. And keep in mind, he's done this pretty much to every single team over the course of the season. He hasn't had as many winning reps in other games, right? 21's a lot of winning snaps to have. But he dominated this right tackle. He had a lot of plays against the left tackle as well. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing. We will be covering the Detroit Lions on this channel. Thumbs up, subscribe. We got a couple of the rookies that we're going to be breaking down here probably later on this week, if not early next week. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time with another video.